So if I were an animal, I would be a lioness. First, because they are the primary hunters in their pride, providing the meals for the others. Secondly, because lionesses are very egalitarian in the sense that once they've fed the herd, they evenly share the surplus meals among themselves. So, making a note to share my meals, you understand that it's all about sharing meals. My name is Isabelle Lambotte, and I'm the president and co-founder of Share My Meals. When someone asks me to introduce myself, I always have doubt and don't know if I have to talk about who I am or about what I do. So, who I am, I'm Belgian, I'm a pharmacist, I'm the mother of 2 children, young adults, Emma and Martin, and I've been married for 25 years. I'm a very caring person in the sense that I really love the human beings in general, and no matter their age, their race, their gender, I really like for what they are unique, and for what we have in common. So, now talking about what I do, I would like to put that in perspective with my permanency in the US. So, over the last 15, 17 years I have been here. The first 10 years were quite challenging because at that time I was not really enjoying the role of housewife. Even though I declare myself the CEO of the family, at some point I decided to volunteer with the Princeton Mobile Food Pantry because a friend of mine, Liliana, who is now the president of this organization, asked me to volunteer, and I was really shocked by the number of people who were lining up, asking for food support. And at that time I said, okay, we have to do something more sustainable, and that's when the idea and the evidence of Share My Meal came to me. So the mission of the YWCA are completely aligned with my own value and the one of Share My Meals. But saying it more personally, I'm struggling with the concept of racism because naively I don't understand why all human beings are not considered for what they are and therefore equal in terms of rights and respect. Unfortunately, the reality is far from my idealist vision of the world. Eliminating racism goes much beyond the Share My Meals mission, but as an organization, I aspire to help everyone accessing what they need to live in dignity and with the respect they deserve. As far as empowering women, I'm proud to say that our team is led 100% by women. And in our board, almost everyone are very talented women with different backgrounds. So basically, I think we have proven that we are really empowering women within Share My Meals. So the thing that I like the most about Share My Meal is the joy that we generate within the team and in the community around us. Hearing my team members telling me that they find a purpose in what they do working with Share My Meal, it's also a great source of satisfaction. So if I want to give advice to someone who wants to follow in my footsteps, I would say to always double check the information you get, to analyze everything under different angles, and to never stop pursuing an idea of a dream, even though someone might tell you that it doesn't make sense or it could be impossible. So, as a matter of fact, while growing up, I didn't have one single female role model, but on the contrary, as an adult, I have had the chance or I created the circumstances to meet fantastic women who are an endless source of inspiration for me. As some of you might know, I've been very involved in a foundation in India, and I must say that from the very first day I met with Vinaji, who is the head of the school in the Tushita Foundation, I was really touched and moved by her care and the way she was compassionate with the children and the way she approached every one of them. I'm also thinking about many of you, and some of you are here tonight, obviously Rose Wong, who I had the chance to meet when she was the head of the Princeton Nursery School. Definitely, Rose, you are a big source of inspiration for me, and you are doing such a great job for the Princeton community. I'm also thinking about Joyce Campbell at Task. I'm thinking about Liliana Morenila at the Princeton Mobile Food Pantry, about Mercy Connor at Homefront. So all these local leaders, are really a big source of inspiration for me. And last but not least, I have to mention Patty Yates. She's an African-American community leader who has been receiving the meals from Share My Meals from the very beginning, and she's very active in her community. All these women are people I'm really taking as example in my daily life. So something that nobody knows about Share My Meal is where and how we started and put the seeds of our organization. In 2019, when the idea of Share My Meal became evident to me, I contacted some friends and people who had worked for many years in big corporations. At that time, we were meeting every Wednesday in the Princeton Lower School, all sitting on kit chairs to draft the bylaws of Share My Meals. At that time, we were not even thinking about having an office, so setting up a hub at the Dorothy's house was a miracle that came to us much later. So what I can tell, I don't know if it's a secret or something, something special, but I can tell that Share My Meals is something special, and it's kind of a miracle every day for everyone who comes around us.